into the darkness. I can see you guiding me. I'll follow in your footsteps, mother, for so long. Head into the darkness. You don't wanna follow me. Say goodbye to everything. Say so long.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Made in Abyss episode 10. But I have a question that I've refrained from answering for the week because I wanted to figure it out on camera. So I've actually pulled up episode 9 and I'm going to look at something in the OP. I think I can just use the OP for it really quick just to see something because I've got a suspicion. And it's a weird one. And I feel like if it's true, then it's the dumbest, most obvious thing. And I should have totally seen it episode 1. But still, I'd rather figure it out right now. So I'm looking for, okay, hat, feather. Where's the little rabbit thing? So I'll go to the ED where I know we see a bunch of hat, rabbit. Okay, I don't think it's the same hat. All right, good. Good. Because that scared the shit out of me. Also, I think the eye color is wrong, which is very good. That's very, very good. So I had this sneaking suspicion. I was like, what if the rabbit thing is Liza? What if they're going to find her mom, but she's turned into something funky because the abyss is weird? No, I don't think so. Good. I can put that stupid suspicion away. Would have been fun if it was true. It would have been a big, like, oh, shit. But I'm glad that that's not true. It feels like it would have been too obvious anyway. Anyway. Last episode, we climbed down into the Great Fault. It was nobody's fault, and in fact, it was pretty heartwarming and pretty powerful. Rico did this, like, climb against the world, dragon reg to something like safety, and got herself all set up with her pickaxe, her mom's pickaxe, her dad's sword, ready to fight the big demon, the big monster that drove them deeper in the first layers. I really liked the last episode. I thought it was really cool. And now we are moving into the land of enormous alcoholics, the goblets of giants. And those giants knew how to fucking party. They're big. I don't actually know what they are. Like, what are they? I'd really like to know about the geology. Is it alive? What are those? What are they? I don't know. And I'm excited to find out because it's not just world building, it's environment building. It's like, it's not just box text to describe a place. It's intricate and interconnected and weird. You've got the little pancake rats, pancake puffin, I don't even know what they were, squirrels. And they're all living there, and the other monsters are there, and they're eating them. And it's a whole ecosystem that's been built out, and we're invaders in it. In every level, at every point. Heading into the darkness, indeed. I did that, I don't know if I'll actually put it at the beginning. I redid the opening music, in part because you might notice that my voice sounds different. I've been doing a lot of voice training stuff recently, as my rib cage fixed it, and I'm able to talk now and actually express my whole voice, which I didn't realize that I couldn't do. So now I'm trying to train it and actually get the ability to use it all. It's really fucking cool. I can like talk and also sing and stuff. It's neat. I have enough breath pressure to maintain notes, which I always thought I was fucking tone deaf. I don't think I'm tone deaf. I think I just didn't know how to produce enough breath pressure to maintain a steady note. Rip. But trying to wrangle that and control it sure is a blast. Okay, I do want to do a drawing, and I know what I want it to be, and I know that I want it pretty small because I'm gonna pull up a Rico face that I don't fuck this up. She is sort of square-faced, huh? Sort of, it's still jelly-ish. Even if I'm trying to make her look really determined, which I am. I don't know how that's going to work out, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going to put that mouth to the side like that. It was an accident, but it ended up looking exactly the way that I wanted it. Because she is going to be off-kilter. A bit ragged, too. Because she's fucking tired at this point. It's not quite baseball. It's a little bit back from that, right? It's more swinging a sledgehammer than it is like ready for a baseball swing. So then this arm comes right up under the chin is where the shoulder is. Okay, so it's like right here is the shoulder, and the elbow comes across all the way across the head, but her head is fat, so it'll be just to here. Okay. And then it's straight up and back to a fist that's like up right at the head. And then other hand, if this is up here, other hand is mostly obscured, which is useful, and it'll be back here. Back like this. Sick. Oh, it's so cool when a drawing actually comes out a little bit right. I really want to emphasize the like jagged lines of it. Okay. And she's still wearing her short sleeves. Cool. And so it's her little like jackety thingy. This side would be down. Stay back! I'll swing! I kind of wanted this to be a bit more badass than it's turned out. Because I sort of wanted to get what I wanted from the last episode, which was that idea of like Rico pulling the thing off and doing the swing thing herself. You know? Unfortunately, she just doesn't look that dope here. Pickaxe looks dope, though. So I think I should have framed out the rest of her proportions and stance before I got so detailed on the upper body stance position, because since it doesn't anchor into her legs effectively, it doesn't have the like, it doesn't read or mirror neuron for me when I look at this as the physical standing there that you'd actually get. Okay, so maybe I need to, one, consider drawing from the feet up, and two, just do what you're supposed to do anyway and draw the thing out with the whole framework and the stance and everything, before I get too detailed. Maybe I can salvage this by like foreshortening these up a little bit. Maybe I'll ruin it, but it's worth it. Oh, that actually did it. So just changing the foot placement makes her really look like this leg is coming up forward. So then this would also be a bit bigger. This would be further forward like that. Cool. That actually changed it immensely. So that's really important to remember, is that it just like in an actual sport or throwing a punch or hitting something with something else, it's all in your base. It's all in your hips, down into your knees, into your ankles, into your legs. Huh. Okay. All right, cool. Well, this turned out interestingly. I think I do want something of a background because she feels a little empty, and I like the idea that she's defending this space. And even a bit of whipping the pickaxe back. Yeah. Ready to fight. Pew. Okay, it's episode 10. We're right on the threshold of the Goblets of Giants, the next layer of the abyss. And I'm excited. There's more stuff to explore, more stuff to discover, more worlds, more environments, more creepy creatures, maybe more cool landscapes. This feels like a big landscapey type of thing, given the misty scenery and the giant pedestals of... What are they? I don't know. I want to find out. Let's find out. So we're going to watch the episode. I've got it up and ready to go. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down, early access on the Patreon. Got to mention that because it's actually important. That's how the channel keeps going. Beep beep timer. Eggs. Yummy. That's so deep. Hop, hop, hip, hop, hop. Oh. And the ethereal synths. Oh, so cool. What are they? Are they full of liquid? Yeah, they are. Oh boy. What is it? Is it alive? Doesn't instantly sizzle. Probably a lot of stuff lives here. What? Are they mushrooms? Or trees? Or something? Okay, so they're mushrooms growing on a bigger plant. Prey trapping? Whoa. So it's constantly shifting. Hmm. 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 Prey trapping mecha? Are we the prey? Yay. So humid. Vinegar? Are we getting dissolved by stomach liquids? Yeah, you die from here. And we're really focusing on it. Uh-oh. That scares the shit out of me. Zetiny. See, that felt like foreshadowing. Lives and aspirations gather up and spill out. Yeah, that double foreshadowing. This feels bad. I know I keep saying that because it always feels bad, but I know that part of that is that the show is trying to build up its mystery and suspense and darkness and stuff. I'm nervous. It's working. I guess I shouldn't be worried. She knows that they are prey trapping mechanisms. She won't get trapped in the prey trapping mechanisms, right? Right? I forgot about that title. But that was a picture of the cool umbrella thing. I wonder if we'll do that today. Oh, hi. Huh. Even the known ones? That's interesting. Serious mode. Hmm. Do we have a whistle following us? Probably a whistle. All right. And so we continue descending. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, he's so good at this. So OP. But what's crazy is we're still gonna feel that presence, aren't we? Like we're being followed by somebody really competent, right? That's what's gonna happen. This is a light whistle. Uh-oh. Just the heat and humidity? It'll really get to you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, still feeling it. Oh shit, what is that? What the fuck is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Hi, nice cow? Huh? Huh? Oh. Okay. Oh, there's the poison. Running time. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Can it move its spines? It looks like it can fully move them. No, not my mom's sword. Fuck. It's really smart. Why is it so smart? That's super creepy. Can it shoot those? Uh-oh. Oh. Scaled umbrella? Okay. Has not been introduced yet, I don't think. Oh. Oh. But it's... Oh. Oh, shit. Poisoned, poisoned, poisoned. Oh, shit. Poison and the curse. Monster still coming. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh. What kind of poison is it? She's the one who would know. You tie it off. Okay. Tighter. Yup. You might have to cut her arm off, bro. And we can't ascend to get her any sort of help. Yeah, not out here, man. Up. Up. Haha. Rock in a hard place, right? Oh, fuck you, show. Oh, man, and the music builds. She thinks she's gonna die. Well, if you stay here, you for sure are going to die. Up we go. Ah, in fucking tense, man. Oh, that's so far. Oh, she's just gonna explode. Oh, nope, she's fine. Blood explosion? What do we do about the poison, too? Eyes of blood, right? No? She seems okay. Oh. Less okay. Maybe that's the poison. You are... Yeah. You are tripping balls, too. So wait, the curse pushed... Oh, there goes her blood. Oh, there it goes. Oh, never mind. Oh, my God. Whoa! About that, the bleeding is not stopping. Uh, 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 all the fluids are going out of the body. That's a death. That's a dead human. Whoa! Oh, this is going gross, man. Yeah, that's gonna be agony. And it's blood oh. This is so brutal. He's like a little kid in a war zone. Oh my God. I thought we were going there. Just cut my fucking arm off, baby. Do you have a large enough weapon to do that in one cut? Might survive. Oh my God. Wow, this is intense. Just the slow hold, slow pull in. Fuck. This is great. Oh, no, you can't. Man. Can't put that, like, walk back blame. Fuck. We're gonna be serious straight through. Woo-hoo-hoo! Actually, can we get the presence of the crazy whistle who was probably following us? That would be really nice to see. Whoever it is probably just curious, aren't they? Holy shit. Because I just realized there's somebody watching. I'm almost certain. Do it, bro. What else are you gonna do? We're gonna hear that. This is gonna be carrots and celery, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready to cringe, man. That was a deep one. Oh my fucking God. Oh! Yo 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 yo. Yo, you can't let that take it out of you. You gotta finish the job. What's there? No, you gotta finish the job. Oh, she is slipping away. Good, stop fucking around and cut her fucking arm off. You're really delaying here, like, a lot. Full build. Straight through, man. And are we gonna get stopped? Oh, nope. Oh, yeah. Woo! Holy shit. Oh my god, that's bad. Oh, she's turning pale, man. We're taking her up to the box. We're taking a corpse to the box. Holy shit. She's dead, man. Back in the box. We'll try again, baby. We made it 2 days outside of Seeker Camp. And she's dead. Hi. Yo, you've arrived. Creature who can hear us. Not a whistle. What? Did Ozen make you out of a rat? No, I have no idea. I have no idea. Yes, please. That would be great. Ma. Yeah. No, you gotta open the airway. You gotta. Okay. Oh. Uh. Yeah. Really important. This is bad CPR teaching. Okay. You cleared her airway of blood, I guess. What about the bleeding out of all the orifices and also the dying from the poison? What the fuck are you? The poison. Also, her arm is mostly cut off. I thought we were going up to the box. This is such a weird character introduction. Hand is still this big. Oh, she's gonna try to save the arm. What does that mean? Oh, it means transformation of some kind. That's what it means. A partial transformation, maybe. Okay. Some weird magics. Let's fucking find out. I want to know, you cute, fluffy doll, you. What the shit? You can't see it? Huh. Isn't present right now? It's a presence? What? What? Or is it related to the force field? That would make sense. So maybe being on the outskirts or something weird? There's a freaking oasis of life in here. Oh! Super dank. Not Seeker Camp. Kind of thought that it was from the... Okay. I didn't understand at all. I understood nothing. Oh my god, the collected whistles. There were 2 whistles there. A blue and a black. And a bunch of tools, yeah. Oh no, a bunch of whistles. Oh! Well, that's our first holo then. That's not what I expected. Gotta do the reveal that the character isn't isn't like a bowling ball. Oh my god. That was a rough ride. What I'm glad to be out of it. That was an amazing rough ride. Fuck me. That's the first time it really kicked in. And that helplessness is the magic of it. There's our spiny boy. Fuck. So it was Nanachi who was following us, not a whistle. A hollow. Once human? But more importantly, a piece of lore that we really just don't know anything about. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. And we're back to normal naming scheme, which is just really straightforward. The last one was Poison and the Curse. And my god, I genuinely need a moment to shake it out. So join me if you'd like. Woo! That sure was a thing. My god. Finally, the promise comes to bear, and I kind of wish that it didn't. That was the grossest, crunchiest, breakiest, bloodiest, teariest, helplessest. That's the word, man, is helpless. And that's the part that really, like, levels it up or elevates the whole sequence. Is that it's not just the circumstance or whatever, it's that you know that Reg doesn't know what to do. And he's there and he's just helpless. He's just like, I can't do anything. I can't. I got no options. Can't think, can't move, can't fight. Doesn't work. Everything comes up zero. And so he's staring into the dying face of the most important person in the world to him as she screams for assistance and for his presence, and he's literally unable to do anything about it. Can't even begin. Zero first aid training. Truly, I said it while it was happening, but truly, it's like watching a child in a war zone. Like your family is just sitting in your house, and then an artillery shell goes off, and dad has shrapnel in his chest, and kiddo is sifting through guts, crying and trying to figure out what makes a human work when the human isn't working anymore because it's got the wrong parts in it. That's what it feels like here. It's like the kind of terror that actually, one, can be very real, and two, is really difficult to even even begin to put yourself into the situation, to even begin to really try to reconcile with it. Because you got to layer in that this isn't just a person that you've found. This is the most important person in your life, right? So your significant other, your child, your parent, your sibling, somebody really close to you, and their lifeblood is pouring out of them and you can't do anything. That's a pretty good reason to go get first aid certified and some CPR training, which I should go and update mine. I don't even know if I still have my card. I used to get certified pretty frequently, partly because I worked as a camp counselor and stuff. So I would get certified pretty frequently, but it's important to stay updated and make sure you've got best practices and stuff. This makes me want to do that because the idea of being helpless in a situation where someone is seriously in trouble is more terrifying to me than being in serious trouble. I feel so deeply throughout this whole scene what Reg feels, and it's utterly rough. And it's one of those circumstances where I don't want to feel that, and the show is orchestrated to force that feeling into me. And this is one of the great things and terrible things that media can do, is it can force its feelings onto you. It can force you into an experience that you don't really want to undertake. And if you're up for it and open to it and along for the ride, it can really affect you. And that's a pretty powerful and beautiful thing. Because circumstances like this are so hard to grapple with and so hard to consciously try to grapple with, to try to face down. Being forcibly exposed to them can really force some change. I really appreciate it. And also, blood out her fucking eyes. And there's so much good foreshadowing setup, tension build, and how do I put it? Like the pieces of terror are withheld for a little bit longer than you'd think that they would be. Like the blood not coming out of Rico's eyes immediately upon ascending kind of gave me this moment of hope where I was like, oh, maybe there's something special about her. Maybe she's like different and she's just built different, right? Like she was in a box, obviously. So maybe something will be great and she'll ascend a bit and it'll all be fine. Nope. So when they delay it and then the blood starts pouring, I, like Reg, freak the fuck out even more. Truly, the word is a roller coaster. Up and down and up and down. But it does it all while getting this continuous build of tension that then cuts down when Nanachi arrives. And serves as an introduction to Nanachi as a character that allows us to be introduced to her while we're in a desperate situation. So we don't really question her existence, appearance, motivations, any of it, because it doesn't really matter. The alternative is Rico dies. So we'll take what we can get. So we're immediately sort of bonded to this character in a semi-mentorship position where we see her as someone who has something we need in terms of information and who seems willing to give it, which means she might not be as malicious as the title Hollow might indicate. Certainly far cuter than that, but we've seen what that can do. We got attacked by pancake squirrels. Oh, baby. It's such a cool environment. We get some of that set up just in the way that I wanted it to be. The water falling from up on high, and the answer to my questions, what are they? They're a colony organism of these giant prey-trapping hot spring fungus plants on top of other plants. Such a cool idea. So neat. And of course, Rico is just thrilled by it. Pleased as punch. And it starts here. I think it starts right here because it's foreshadowing, right? I wasn't sure if it was because the show does this all the time. We've got almost every episode begins with some ominous voiceover, right? They don't know what they're going to find deep in the layers of the abyss, right? Okay. Every episode starts with that kind of shit. Reg is always kind of scared that Rico's going to fucking die because she's going to get eaten by something or whatever. It's always like this. So there's a fine line between, is this just the general tension thrum that we've got in the background of our show, the steady bass note of this shit's scary, or is this something more? And the answer is it's something more. Here we are in this place. Rico's acting happy, and Reg is like, we're right in the middle of the shit. If stuff goes wrong, she's gonna bleed. This is bad. And we're staring right into her face where it's happening. If she were to undergo that, she probably wouldn't survive. So I must protect her no matter what. And we layer in all of the things that were present in the last episode that we've been building up the whole time. Reg must protect Rico. And that's a lot of responsibility. Like, that's a lot of weight, man. And maybe you should take some first aid courses because she keeps getting injured. And maybe you should know how to tie off a wound or something. Find spirits that quench their thirst or a burning poison. And, well, we have our answer, don't we? So yeah, we start off pretty ominous, and I think it works. I think it does work. The scaled umbrella comes into play. It was never introduced. I don't know what she put on it to make it scaled, but it's gone now, and it didn't work. So, rip. Squid things, cool monsters, and we're being followed by something. It's great that it's a powerful mislead here, because the characters think it's probably a whistle. You know, who else would be able to traverse these lands? And it's one of those circumstances where we, like them, are missing crucial pieces of information. And so, of course, we don't think about, well, maybe it's a hollow. Maybe you do. Ozen did mention hollows and stuff like that. But I didn't. I was pretty sure it's a whistle, you know? And even there's a name that I know, and it starts with a B. And I was like, maybe it's going to be that person. I'm excited for that because a couple of comments were like, well, if you think Ozen is bad, Mr. This guy is going to be even worse. So I know that there are more worse whistles. But that's what I thought it was going to be. And no. I really like this whole sequence as we're traversing, as we sort of run away from whatever that creature that's following them is. I like it because it sets up this idea that Reg has crossed a bunch of difficult chasms and difficult circumstances. Therefore, anyone who would be able to follow them effectively must be pretty fucking competent, you know? I like the way that sets up characterization for the character that is following them without making it explicit. It's pretty neat. Oh boy, walking is difficult, visibility's bad. Something's wrong. I think this is crazy cool as we turn and it's just a weird shape. And it is fucking menacing, isn't it? Like, what a menacing critter. Spines all over. Weird, steam-breathing, breathy thing. And crazy intuition. So what's up with that? What's up with creatures of the abyss and their weird intuition? I don't know. Seems like more than scent. Does it have anything to do with the curse? The curse isn't here. We'll talk about that when we get there. I think this is a really fucking cool monster, albeit extremely terrifying. Also, I kind of want a cuddly plushie of it, even though it's a murderous monster of spines that will kill me. You know, it's cute. Don't fight. It's too sharp. Just run. Man, it's so menacing, the way that all the spines curve in forward. Fuck. What a cool creature. And laced with poison, and bam, it's too fast. And it predicts his movements. How? It kicks away the blaze reap. How? How does it even know? Maybe it knows that they care about it. Maybe it senses their emotions. I don't know, man. hands over the scaled umbrella to try to scare it off, and it does not work. The spines pierce through, and Reg is fine, but Rico gets stabbed. And right here is our turn. So I want to actually, I might have to cut this out because music, but I want to see what Kevin does with the musical. Now that I know how much this episode takes its first 6 minutes minus OP and stuff, right? 6 minutes to build toward this moment and this huge, like, oomph just smashed into the face. This is a problem time. Like, this is where the hammer drops. So I want to see what happens to our music when this happens. Wow. Oh. Oh, that's fucking insane. That is insane. Okay. Pretty intense battle music, some brass in there. Yeah, intense and pretty frightening, not triumphant at all. And then we get our moment. And it all stops right there. Okay, the beast sort of pulls away and there's nothing. There's nothing. And that's what we're going to ride for the next, like, 30 seconds. And the heartbeats begin. And we pull back to Reg. And there's this little in the background. And that's it. That's it. The heartbeats accelerate until freak out moment and the beast attacks again. And it's sort of a rush to it. The way that they use the water sound here. Thump, 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 thump. Mystical, mystical. And then it rises, right? So it pulls you out of this moment of suspended animation. Like everything's sort of floating in slow-mo for a sec. And then into action. And then that's mirrored in the cut that we get, which sort of goes slow, 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 boom. Right? Okay. Then, as we're in it, we bring those voices back. All spacious, all atmospheric, all environmental. Nothing to intrude, nothing to give us an emotional cue. Okay? And this is really important because we're just anchored in the spot. We should be stunned, shocked, and terrified right here. And looking at Reg like, what are we going to do? Come on, what are we going to do? The music shouldn't be pushing us forward. We're blocked here. And there's someone on the left channel is doing some... You hear that? Yeah. There are discordant screams in there, too. Oh, it's so sick. Alright, it all builds up, I can't do this, I can't do that. And we get the voices in more. Really building this climactic tension. All up to what it's gonna cause to her. And finally drums are in, replacing the heartbeat, turning into motivation, a time to move. You've got to go. It's all building to this. There's no choice. And so he's sets and ready. Up it is. We get a little bit of hope in there. And then across the break, silence. Silence. And then mystery music that has layers behind it that we've used for other things all the time. And then it gets fucking weird. The poison was not expelled before your own blood. That was a hallucination. The way that they draw the blood is like it's already caked and dried as it's coming out, like it's globby, and I fucking hate it. It's gross. It does not shy away. The camera lingers and lingers and lingers. It forces you to look. It forces you to look in horror as you can do nothing. It's not just that it shows it to you, it's that it shows her to you and she's looking at you and asking for your help and you can't. Fuck. Oh, man. Ooh. When you can convey a potent emotional experience concisely, that's potent. It's powerful. I know that was a circular definition, but it's powerful stuff. This is such a concise, complicated emotional experience. This is rough. I'm half thrilled by it because the production that's come to bear on this has been awesome to make it happen, and the way that it manipulates me is expert, and I'm here for it. But on the other side of me, that's a little girl bleeding out of her eyes and face and stuff, and I don't like that very much. It makes me feel wrong and bad, and like I'd like to help her, and I can't. That's what we feel right here. His voice actor, or actress it might be, does an incredible job of being terrified here. And without her steady, solid knowledge of all things Abyss, he is grasping at straws. Is that why? Could it be this? Maybe it's that? And he's second-guessing everything that he does, too. He does the things, he tries, and blood keeps coming out. It just keeps getting worse. And the wound is 5 times bigger, and he touches it, and she screams. And when she screams, we pull way out from it. Oh, ignore that. It happens in the other scream later when he actually breaks the bone. What can I do to save you? Cut it off. Cut it off. And so he begins to. And okay, so, and this is the, this is the one, isn't it? Right here. I want to know how long this is. Are you out of your mind, Rico? If I do that, you'll... Here we are at 13:25. Oh, and there we are. Right there. 13:44. 20 seconds. That's a long time. That's a long time to hold a shot. To hold an extreme close-up of the face and slowly zoom in while a character gives a dying, gasping monologue, asking you, begging you to cut her arm off. That's a long time, y'all, and it feels longer, doesn't it? Looking right at us, man. Oh. And so he starts to think about all the things he could have done differently and blame himself. But he takes her instructions. He's standing here like... Make you do things you never thought you'd have to do. Man, oh man. And with incredibly teary tears. So, Breg's a pretty sensitive soul. It feels as this sequence continues that this situation is harder on Reg than it is on Rico. And that's another reason that I would say maybe you should get some first aid training. Because in a situation where someone is in desperate need of help, the last thing that anyone needs is someone else who's in desperate need of help or who's panicking and freaking out. And Reg does a bunch of panicking and freaking out here. And we know that at this point that Nanachi is going to walk up and we'll have a chance to save the arm and stuff. But from my perspective, as soon as the idea of cutting the arm off was brought up, Reg should have been on it and moving fast. We're dealing with a fast-acting poison, obviously, right? But instead, he's grappling with his doubt, with his insecurity, with being uncertain what to do and untrained, which is why you should get some first aid training. Uncertain what to do and untrained, and just emotional. He's panicking more than Rico is, and she's hallucinating and in agony. That's a bad look. It's not a good look, right, for Reg, you know? Like, I get it. He's a kid, basically, and this is a hellish situation, but it's one of those things that you got to learn from, because there's gonna be a next time, right? And I think I'd rather he was just like, it'd be really nice if he was like, I know what to do. This is gonna hurt. We're gonna be able to do it anyway. We saw that perseverance and ability to strive last episode from Rico, and I don't get it from Reg here. He's too distressed. And I feel it, man. I feel it. But she almost dies because of it. In fact, she basically does. And if it weren't for Nanachi walking up and saying, that girl's still alive, you just need to clear her airway, she'd just die here and be heading up to the box. Which, by the by, is something that we could probably just totally do anytime we want, right? Just as long as she dies. Okay, so this is the moment that I was talking about before. I do want to see how we execute this, because the crunch. Yeah, okay, so we do pull the scream way out, which is very smart. I want to hear the crunch again. I'm sorry. Almost sounds like they took a bunch of rocks and just tumbled them on top of each other a few times. Maybe layered it up. Maybe with some snapping things as well. If they did snap celery or carrots or something, which is the usual, then they've pitched them way down. It's a good sound. And an incredible expressive face afterward. And then we pull way out for the big scream. And it echoes throughout everything, and she flails. Spec-fucking-tacular. And then we turn to Reagan, and he's like, traumatized by his own actions in a way that's like, yo, keep going. What am I doing? Gonna leave her in even more pain. And she starts fully fading. Fully fading. And so he begins to cut. And as soon as he does, the bugs come for the blood, and he starts waving and flailing at them. And again, it's like his mind is too scattered and he's out of it. This is too much for this kid. She goes blue. Oh, it's such a nice, like, change. I mean, it's awful looking, but it's the change to the texture and the pallor of her skin is noticeable to us. And then Reg realizes it. And suddenly it sinks in. And again with no music. And then the sad music. Oh, holy shit. Ah. And she just walks right up. Hiya. And is totally unreadable. Gives us the deets. It's not going to go back to the way it was before. I'm so fucking curious about that. What is that gonna be? And what does hollowing refer to? I always think of Dark Souls. But what does that refer to? What does that mean? I don't know. She does just clear one of these, right? Yeah, she full clears it. So, pretty potent. And away into a little oasis in one of these trees. The curse isn't present right now. And she says, you really can't see it, huh? The curse is a visible element of their world that we just can't see? Wild. So maybe it has to do with that light descending from the force field or something like it. But she also doesn't say the curse isn't present here. In this place, like it's not in this location, it's right now. What the fuck? And so we hurry into a cute little home, decorated with maybe treasures or maybe trophies from the fallen. From her snacks. Reveal that is lootable character. I know that is a thing that is happening a lot with this show. I'm not going to comment on it any further, but yeah. And we'll go from there. This was the darkest, most brutal, bloodiest, grossest episode of Made in Abyss so far, and I really enjoyed it, in part because of how incredibly well all of that stuff served the emotional context of the story. That was rough, and it was meant to be, and it was rough for Reg, and it was rough for me. Fuck. And it's gonna keep being rough. Like, we're out of the immediate tension, but there's mystery still. There's uncertainty about what we'll come out of this with. It won't go back to the way it was. I don't think she means it's just gonna be a little crooked either. I think she's got some weird mutagen shit. That's my guess, man. I'm so curious. But this is also our pathway into understanding the actual societies of the Netherworld, because there are people who live here, right? Not just white whistles, but there are creatures that are intelligent called hollows that live here, and we don't know what the fuck they are. And they've been mentioned a couple of times, and just sort of glazed over. I don't know what they are. So I'd really like to find out all of the things about all of the things everywhere. And the fact that we are forced into this circumstance by some incredible torment, torture, and pain bothers me. And that's okay. I'm all right with it. God. Bothers me though. I don't know. I think if you watch something like this and it doesn't eat at you a little bit, then there's something more wrong than not. But tell me how you felt watching this episode. If any of you were watching it for the first time, you with me? Do you have any other interpretations? I'd like to know. And I think with that, we will leave off, and I'm going to decompress from that experience. That was a lot. Thanks for joining me for it. I'll see you next week for more Made in Abyss. Much love. Peace.